Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream for the weekend. Nice to see all of you guys. So we're gonna do a live stream with a very short main list here, and we're gonna see, of course, what are your special requests, and we'll see, of course, what we are expecting for Monday or even for today night. I believe the market might start to move on. So welcome TG, Delirium, Activated. Nice to see all of you guys. Happy Sunday. And TGE live stream again. Yes, this is specialized only for special requests. A little bit, of course, I mean, those are our main coins and also the Bitcoin intraday. So rather than doing video, we're gonna cover it, of course, in the live stream. Hope today I will make it. Okay, so I hope you're there. Very interested in your opinion on the overall crypto market, and if you still see an alt rally before deeper correction. Well, yesterday we saw, of course, this kind of like the bear, still, of course, having pressure on the market. There is a potential, of course, some altcoins to recover and probably start to have a new rally, but we still need, of course, the signal. We lack of a signal, a strong signal, of course, for bullish yet. Once we start to get something, so definitely I will make sure to tell you or let you know, of course, through the analysis. Delirium, good morning, buddy. Nice to see you release the bears. Yeah, I think the bears are going, yeah, to be released somehow after this correction on Bitcoin as well. So we still see kind of like a long sideways correction, I think, and yeah, I think that the bears might show a little bit more strength still. Activated, hello, buddy. How you doing? Free minds, nice to see you. And yeah, nice to see you, buddy. Okay, how I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I hope you do the same as well, and I hope you enjoy the weekend. Delirium, I would like you to revisit OKB if you like. Yes, sure. We can see OKB. We still have, we don't have too much since we covered yesterday. I think most of the special requests today is a little bit more calm, and that's might be, here we go, Milan. Update Enna, Pump, and Pengu. Okay, yes, Enna and Pump. This was from yesterday. I think I deleted them by mistake after the stock live analysis. Sorry guys. So anyway, we gonna need, of course, those new new requests. All right, so let's see the intraday. Starting with the intraday, of course, we can chit chat today. We are a little bit more comfortable, a little bit from just like covering most of the coins. So basically, for Bitcoin, well, as just mentioned, I still think we are in a very, very long sideways correction. Obviously, this is a wave 4, and especially, of course, that it shows a complexity after a trend here for a wave 3. Potentially, we're still in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 might still be unfolding. I'm looking for the blue box. at least the 108K, 106K to be taken. Now, if this finish as an impulse, today in the indicators analysis, if you have watched it, we have realized and we saw, of course, the high amount of volume in this move here. Yeah, so in this leg, let's go for hour, you can see it clearly. This is the highest amount of volume, and that means this might be your wave 3 here. What does it mean is that this might transform as, of course, a double 1-2. This might be your wave 3 once you finish your wave 5, and then moving for 4-5-4-5, which it will continue, of course, or it will kind of bring us to the target required for our main scenario in the testing area. 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C. In this case, if we are still bullish and we're still looking for higher prices and a very clear rebound for higher here, potentially can be this scenario unfolding, which is this one, right? The ending diagonal as bullish. Here we go. So I'm expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Don't forget that the volume is moving down. We saw in the indicator today, also on the weekly, that the RSI, MACD are all in divergence, which signaling, of course, a finished wave 5. And of course, we see on the lower time frame, high amount of volume over there, guys. So we gotta be careful. If this is broken, if this area will not hold or show a strength or a signal of reversal for higher, yeah, we gotta be careful. The bearish market might be unfolding, guys. Okay, so once breaking this area and we continue for lower, definitely we're moving and heading for a bearish market in very high possibility. Okay, there is no doubt about it again. Yep, so these are the possibilities for Bitcoin. This is the intraday. I think even the complex structure here is very close to be done and finished on the lower time frame. So I don't see really anything bullish here. Still gonna continue, and definitely this is kind of like a triangle, guys. Okay, so kind of I think it is finished even. So if we are in W, X, and a Y, A, B, C, probably wave D, wave E still unfolding, and then of course dropping down. Okay, so I see here kind of like triangle. Now, if it's gonna move for higher and it's gonna transform this triangle to something like A, B, and a C can be, yeah. So it can be W, X, and a wave Y as a zigzag. But this zigzag will not unfold anything bullish, guys. Simply rebound or simply higher prices just to recover a little bit and then moving down. Okay. So possibility is there. Of course, you can still have a little bit higher and then moving. But at the end, whether sooner or later, yeah, we're dropping down. This is the idea. Yep, and we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen with Bitcoin. I think tonight we might start to see, or maybe during the live stream, we might start to see something moving. So let me know, guys, if you see something new in the structure, a potential breakout or a break in. Yeah, so meaning down or up. Just let me know, just to reanalyze a little bit. All right, so that's it regarding the Bitcoin, the intraday. Nothing really still interesting from the morning video, I would say. Still almost the same. Now let's see the altcoin a little bit to see what they did since yesterday. So for Ethereum, well, okay, Ethereum still ranging as well. Now, if we are, yeah, very clear. If we are bullish, you got kind of like interfering zone 1, right? The wave 4 interferes zone 1. So this is not an impulse, cannot be an impulse, and probably, yeah, we're gonna see, of course, more lower prices again. Yeah, so we're gonna see continuation for lower. I think the wave 4 is can be still unfolding, by the way. Yeah, can still be unfolding. What is clear for me is that we don't have any kind of impulse. Okay, it might be definitely, of course, like a wave A, B, and a C here, kind of. Yeah, maybe one more leg higher, but can be W, X, and a Y also in double zigzag, somehow like this with an X here, and then moving down. Okay, so meaning if a rebound will happen, I don't see a bullish scenario yet unfolding, guys. we might reverse. And we are already in a clear, of course, in a clear impulse here. This is your 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. So still not invalidated in case this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, this area here is a little bit complicated. I would say even this might be a part of the correction, all of it. And this is only your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somehow like that. Yeah. Yep. So this is what I'm looking for. Anyway, I'm looking for this blue box. It's still 0.38. It's very close anyway. Yeah. One more leg would bring it. It will bring it for us. So, and we're gonna watch what's gonna happen with Ethereum. I mean, if Ethereum will start to rebound from there and will show again some strands, that would be very interesting for the altcoins. I mean, so it can be very interesting. And in case like we finish an A, B, and a C, maybe it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, that's fine. We can still get a big wave 4 and a 5, probably. Okay. By all means, this wave 3, by the way, should be there, not finished yet. Okay, I'm not finished with wave 3 because it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3. Yeah, and then 4 and a 5. But what if it is W, X, and a Y? Right? What if it is a W and X and you have a wave Y? Wave Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 is zigzag, right? Very low, I mean, lower possibility than A, B, and a C as an expanding flat, honestly. Very low possibility as W, X, and a Y. Therefore, I'm expecting 5, 4, and a 5, probably. And then, okay, moving probably toward the upside. Okay, so Ethereum still showing, of course, some strengths. Honestly, I don't see a bearish scenario unless, of course, this is gonna be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished over there, and we have 1, 2, and we're dropping simply for lower. And that means, of course, that this can be a wave C here. But I still don't see it, guys. I still don't see it like that because on the daily, always very important to see the things a little bit out of the box. On the daily, I'm still bullish with a very strong momentum, right? Very strong momentum that is not broken yet. Once this momentum is broken, and okay, we're gonna see, of course, a deeper price, maybe the 0.38, but I'm expecting a rejection. If a rejection is not given, meaning like very strong rejection, the V shape that we know always when a reversal happens, if this does not happen around the 3,500 and we see continuation downward, okay, something else is risky here, which it can be, of course, bearish and can continue for lower. Maybe it's gonna go to this area, but however, even as double 1, 2, well, it's not nice to see, right? It's not nice because if you are in double 1, 2, this is exactly what you would like to see. Continuation toward the upside once you hit the target. But if it's gonna continue for lower, well, the possibilities start to be shaky for bullish, right? Yep. So I'm still looking for a little bit lower, of course, but it's not bearish yet. I would say it's not bearish yet. We're still looking simply for something a little bit deeper as correction and then moving for higher. Let's check SUI as well today if it made any kind of movement. So for SUI, yes, from yesterday we saw also these potential scenarios here. In case that we are in a 1-2, that is no possibility. The 1-2 is eliminated because you took the low. Despite whatever you got here, it is definitely the ABC scenario. And we got an A, B, and a C, and you move impulsively downward and you take the low, so definitely no impulses there. So wave 2 probably is extending here, right, in the blue zone. In case it is a W, X, and a Y, can be a W, X, and a Y, preferably even. This is your X, this is your W. But that means if you have a wave Y here, that means it might be an A, B, and a C as a zigzag, meaning a little bit deeper. So we have to expect probably that the 0.786, 0.618 might be in play here because after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, W, X, and Y wave 2 perfect fib levels in the blue box and then moving for higher. I don't see any kind of ABC, honestly, because an ABC, of course, you need kind of like A, B, and a C. So I see, even if it is so, like as a diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's gonna be the same scenario for a WX and a Y, and preferably that we call it WX and a Y. Because I don't really see yet any kind of diagonal. I see here 3 ways, while this is impulsive. Therefore, higher possibility is a W, X, and a Y complex structure. Okay. No signal of strength. Okay, no signal on the lower time frame. If we move inside it, no signal of strength, guys. Despite, of course, this move I mentioned yesterday, yeah, I doubt it, because, of course, I think yesterday we were somewhere here, and I mentioned I doubt it because I don't see here kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I think here interfering, yeah, so invalidation. Yep. So basically, and here we go. We dive deeper. Okay, we dive deeper. So 1, 2. Okay, something. Yeah, even this move here is very complex. Why? Because if you have here a 1, 2, 1, 2, your 1, 2 here is not impulsive. Therefore, it is claiming something corrective and complex. So I would say the impulse toward the downside. Okay, we gotta be careful from a rebound upward. Okay, we gotta be careful also from another rebound upward. Maybe the correction here is not finished as A, B, and a C, and then moving downward. Okay, so don't get surprised if we move higher. And I see this because here, because of here, I don't see yet a ready move, a clear impulse downward. So it can be possibilities. Let me check also the indicators for the RSI. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, we are in the lows here. For the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, even, yes, it took the lows. Yeah, I think we might, but the daily might still get the low, definitely. So on the 2 hours, 4 hours chart, as you can see, we're very close for the lows. And because of the structure here, and that I don't like it so much, I see as an impulse downward. I mean, it's always hard with the downside to get the clean impulses, but yeah, I think we might get, guys, kind of like this, and then dropping down again for the daily. And that means here you might get something like that. Okay, for SUI. I'm still expecting definitely the same blue box. Okay, but don't get surprised if you see a little bit higher prices, probably. But at the end, blue box is still expected between 0.786, 0.618. Okay. Yep, that's it regarding SUI. Let's see render. Also a quick overview for render. All right. Here we go. Oh, so render today registered or recorded a new low. Okay, interesting. We have a new low for render, and that means, yes, so currently in render we are in the triangle, right? So probability is very high in a triangle A, B, C, D, and E. And we see an impulse after it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this wave 5 looks like finished. Yeah, it looks like finished as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2. Well, yeah, I think we still need a little bit lower, but let me check the 1 hour chart here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, so it's not yet finished. Yeah, so not yet finished, but what's going on here? If this is gonna turn into 3 ways, well, it might be the A, B, and a C here. Be careful. Rather than having the ABC, if you remember, I was expecting anyway an ABC 1-to-1 fib level, probably here to move for higher. And if it's gonna transform to an ABC expanding flat, okay, So simply, that means this is going to down and we're gonna turn it into expanding flat. It's gonna end up in the same target, okay? Whether you have an ABC from yesterday, 1-to-1 fib level, or A, B, and a C expanding flat, is gonna be the same. And I think because this is happening right now with this move, right? It's very impulsive. Let me check also some indicators here. Yeah, here we go. RSI shows some strength and some green, right? So we see some divergence, of course, on the lower time frames. We took the low on the 2 hours, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, very close. I think the daily is still gonna be touching the oversold area sooner or later, but we're gonna get somehow a rebound upward. So yes, expect potentially that we get an expanding flat and then moving downward. Maybe even the testing area, right, as a wave two. So if this is a finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished here, the A, B, and a C might be your wave two. Okay, and then or wave B, nobody knows. Can be A, B, C, but very likely to be an impulse because, of course, of the triangle, guys. Yeah, so we finish a big triangle, right? So if this is an impulse, very likely to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And that will finish, of course, a wave A, wave B, wave C, finished here as potential, maybe can be three ways down. The triangle for a wave B, meaning A, B as a triangle, and a wave C downward as an impulse. Yep. So this is a bearish, unless of course we're gonna break those level. If we break those level and the testing area, well, okay, I'm gonna start to doubt any kind of bearish scenario. Okay, I'm gonna probably yeah, claim potentially a reversal, but the problem I cannot get it from here. Why? I cannot say it from here because you are three waves up. If you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then okay, it's a different thing. But you have three ways up. You have expanding flat, and it is a correction. Very obviously that you're gonna get higher prices, but in a correction, and we might drop back again. Okay, so yeah, this is what I see right now. It's three ways, guys. It is three ways up. Nothing is bullish yet, despite the movement. Okay, again, it is a rebound, corrective rebound. All right, so that was for render. Let's see FET at 31, and I think most of the altcoins are rebounding right now. Is it the same for Bitcoin? Because I'm expecting somehow this. Yeah, and as I mentioned, yeah, don't get surprised if you get ABC here. Yeah, as a big W, X, and a Y. The way Y is a big ABC zigzag and then dropping down. So I'm not surprised if this happens. FET, for FET, as I mentioned also yesterday, nothing is impulsive yet, nothing ready for bullish. Knowing that you took the 1.618, yes, today we saw, of course, invalidation of the bullish, right? We see invalidation taken at the 0.618. The wave 4 interfered with the zone 1, turning it into a correction, of course. And that means, of course, you still can be looking for higher in three ways up, three ways down, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm still expecting probably a rebound for the blue box here. Okay, 0.38 can be, right, ABC, and then dropping down for this area again. And that because, of course, nothing is impulsive yet toward the upside. Okay, everything's still corrective, even if we move for higher a little bit. Yep, so these are the possibilities for FET as well. Let me check also the SI. All are taking the lows. Yeah, so 2 hours also, and we start to see kind of like a divergence, yeah, as bullish. So therefore, yeah, it can be in play, but again, the daily might still put a lot of pressure over there, and I think the daily wants to take the oversold area, yeah, meaning one more low is very likely, and then moving for higher sooner or later. The same, so almost the same thing we see now in the crypto market for the altcoins, also for Bitcoin. Let's see Solana. Okay. Solana, okay, nothing happened from yesterday. I think we're still almost in the same level. What is interesting with Solana is that we have an impulse kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that doesn't mean that you are bullish 100%. It can be the zigzag, of course. Yeah, don't forget the 1 to 1 fib level in the confluence area here for a potential wave 2 minimum target 0.38. However, if broken for Solana and we see continuation for higher, well, that can be the case. Yeah, that can be the bullish scenario. But if we don't see, if we see a rebound, be careful. Maybe we don't get to this far even. Yeah, and then dropping down. But if the things will unfold somehow bullish, well, we want to see 215 broken. Yeah. As you can see, very strong divergence, right? For bullish, we see continuation upward, right? So yeah, I would say it's a rebound, guys. It's a rebound. It might be a rebound here unfolding for the altcoins. For Solana injective, that was it for Solana. Let's see injective at a 35 minute. And injective, yesterday I mentioned injective was showing a lot of strengths. If you remember, is the only coin showing a really strong hold because it didn't broke the momentum on the daily, right? And still looking like in a 1-2 big 1-2. Wave 2 did not, I mean, very clear corrective wave for wave 2 and very clear targets. The targets has been taken. Now, I'm wondering if we gonna get one more low, but I doubt it because we got kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm expecting a rebound, yeah, as well. Knowing that this is not looking strong movement, of course, for bullish to call a bullish scenario, but it looks like we have kind of like a very long sideways. But I'm expecting a wave C somehow. Like if this is a W, this is your X, I'm expecting wave Y, okay, not C. Wave Y meaning impulse, correction, impulse. Now it might look for you that this might be bullish or something, but to be watched, guys. Let's see what's gonna happen in the testing areas here, okay, and also the targets potentially 0.38, right? I'm expecting WX and a Y somehow like that. 1 to 1 fib level, $12.4. If that happens, be careful. We might, I mean, with this, because nothing is impulsive, we might drop even without taking this target, guys. Be careful. And don't forget the trend is downward. You might have 1, 2, and then dropping down directly. Okay. Just to let you know that it is not secured to reach exactly even the target. It depends, of course, on the market when it's gonna wake up again, right, for the bearish. And probably tomorrow, Monday, maybe in the morning, the markets proceed. So that was it for the main list. Well, a very quick overview and intraday for the altcoins. Let's see your special request and starting with LTC at 37 a minute. So for Litecoin, I think we did this many times and it's a good chart actually. So if we go all-time history for Litecoin, here we go. Let's have the daily here. So on the all-time history for Litecoin, we have kind of like, of course, here this is an ABC. Well, I mean, the good thing is that the trend is still upward, right? It can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 finished here, but it's hard to call it, guys. I see this, of course, kind of like triangle unfolding here as a running triangle. A, B, C, D, and an E finished, and you move towards the upside. Meaning this structure is simply three waves. A, you have a wave B as a triangle or running triangle, and you continue for a wave C. Now, inside this move here on the 4 hours chart, we can see clearly that we lack a little bit for a clear impulse. No impulse really here. Wave 5, of course, if this is a diagonal upwards, wave 5 is longer than wave 3, so it's impossible turning this into an diagonal, small diagonal, A, B, and a C as a zigzag, meaning 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and then a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially wave 4 and a 5. I'm still expecting a wave 4 here for the blue scenario. Yeah, so for the blue, so this is was for the old wave 4 in the gray. Currently, also, this is an old invalidation. Let's add the new scenario right now after reaching the wave 5. So invalidation of bullish here is this one, right? Which is the price at 88.58. And the targets taken from the blue wave 2 to the blue wave 3, well, yeah, it's not nice to see. Very close to the 0.618 uncommon target for a wave 4. However, based on Elliott wave, when you have double wave 4 or double 2 here, your second wave 4 normally tends to come back to the previous wave 4 area, which is the case right now, right? And if we are here in a potential wave 1, A, B, and a C running flat here, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5, well, we gotta be careful. Of course, 0.618 is not nice to see it hit, because this, of course, a very uncommon target. It's not invalidation, but it's an uncommon target. Invalidation is taking, of course, the 88, right? This is the only invalidation that you can call. Internally, on the 1 hour chart, if we see kind of, well, the same as for the altcoins that we analyzed today. 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 3 ways up again, 3 ways down. Meaning everything is corrective here. Simply we're looking into a W, X, and a potential wave Y towards higher prices. So let's have potentially, yeah, this is your target. This is the next blue zone, 107, probably can be 1-to-1 fib level. Somehow in this form, W, X, wave Y can finish somewhere here, continue the drop downward. Yep, so still looking, of course, weak. Yeah. Now, I just want to check this downtrend a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, even the downtrend here, honestly, it looks for me 3 ways. It doesn't look impulsive, to be honest. It looks 3 ways, and then potentially here you get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somehow like that. So A, B, and a C. Then, of course, correction complex, and you move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 4 of this one. Okay, so I would say even invalidation of bearish, taking this, all right? Invalidation of bearish would be, of course, taking this price. If this price is reached, it is kind of like a confirmation we're not moving down anymore. $112. Yeah. Yeah, so these are the possibility. Robert Muller, welcome, and asking for polka dot. Yes, sure. Let's put dot. And let's check OKB. OKB at 42. OKB. SD. I hope, I think OKB is a platform, right? It is a platform. I think it would be even better to take their all time his. Oh, that was OKX. Sorry. All right. So OKB. All right. So what do we have here on the all time history? 1, 2, 3, wave 4. Yeah. I mean, this can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3. I mean, here is a little bit tricky. But let me check again. I love to recheck always. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, there are several 1, 2s now. Definitely can be an impulse, knowing it is too much overlapped. Okay, but this looks like a zigzag. So the only way to have, yeah, I don't like it as a wave 1, honestly, right? I mean, I don't see it really as an impulsive wave. unless we're talking here at the 1 2, but also this one is 3 waves. Yeah, honestly, I don't like it as wave 1. I think there is something missing here. Knowing that it looks good as an impulse. Let's see it a little bit in bigger time frame. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 for the wave 3, wave 4 not interfering. Yeah, this might be the thing. So it is wave 1, but we have to put it there. I think it is a multiple 1 2s, guys, here. Because this cannot be a diagonal, it cannot be an impulse, it can be only triple 1 2s. So I think this is a 1 2, and you are looking here at a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, meaning finished wave 3, 4 and a 5. This is gonna be brackets, and wave 3 unfinished yet, of course. So yeah, it's good to update a little bit here. 4 and a 5. This is your wave 5 in the orange. And then you have another 1 2 here. Wave 3, 4 and a 5. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my mistake. So 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yes, finished wave 3 here. This is still unfinished. Here we go. All right, and here 1 2, and then 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 3, and then wave 4 triangle, wave 5. Here we go. And this should be, for example, in the blue. This is for the wave, of course, unfinished, yeah, because you have here kind of triangle. You have an impulse. Let me move inside it on the daily. So we have after wave 5 top here. Here we go. We have an A, B, C, D, and an E. And you start a very, very shallow wave 1 here. You see it? Very shallow wave 1. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I think this is a finished one. Okay. It's a finished wave 5, finished wave 3 here. And wave 4 over there. Here we go. Now, you are in wave 4 for the orange. And that means we have to consider this wave 2. Here we go. And snapping. All right. Wave 4 as an impulse. Okay. Yes, we have to expect a little bit lower here for OK. It can be OKB. Is it a platform, guys? This is a platform? I'm not sure if it is, because I heard I know OKX now, but I think it is also a platform, right? It's a coin related to it. But I'm a little bit impressed that it looks very impulsive. Yeah, that's why. And you're still corrective. Definitely, you're still corrective here. Now, it can be a deeper correction. And don't forget that when you have an impulse with a very, very strong trend, the wave 4 can simply not reach the target. Okay, can simply not reach the target. This is a guideline as well. I never mention it so often, but I'm gonna also check. Here we go. I'm gonna check the linear here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So in the linear, you are already, you see, you're already in the targets. So I believe, yes, that's why I'm saying on the logarithmic, you might not even take this target. You might simply move up. Okay. However, the timing is very interesting here to watch. So is the time for the wave 2 taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3, wave 4 over 2? Yeah, so I'm expecting around this timing here, this blue box, even from there, can start the move for wave 4. So I'm expecting definitely, of course, a sideways at least. Let me check alternation. Yes, so your wave 2 is a zigzag or a very deep, sharp, complex structure, W, X, and Y, or ABC, regular flat, but very deep. This might unfold something as sideways. Okay, but we need the time. Simply, we need the time for it, and then moving for high. Very interesting for OKB. Very interesting that it is moving for higher, knowing that most of the coins are moving lower, showing a lot of red. Very interesting. Okay, good one, guys. Good request. All right. OKB ENA or ENA, 49 minutes. You're very welcome, Delirium. I think you asked for it. Nice one, buddy. ENA, we have, okay, we analyzed ENA before. As I mentioned always, I mean, ENA is kind of like a very sideways chart. It's not so bad, okay? But it's very, very sideways. I mean, it is stable, kind of. I mean, it's a very, very good chart for bots, for grid bot, but yeah, be careful with it because it's not really very tradable chart. I would say it is a triangle at the end. Somehow it's gonna break out. Okay, so we are in A, B, C, D, and a E potentially, and then of course you move toward the upside after it. Okay, so probably now you are in a wave E downward, right? That it might be unfolding. Okay, all these target has been hit, invalidation taken, I think, and let's check what happened here. Wave 1 2, okay, definitely wave 2. So we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, wave 1 2. Okay, this one invalidated. All right, so what I think here is happening is this wave 1 2, the wave 2 is still unfinished, definitely. Okay, so unfinished meaning if you are bullish here, in case you are bullish, this is one possibility, of course, that you might be in a 1 2. Your wave 2 might still be unfolding here, and you gotta watch this area. Okay, so because this is kind of like an expanding flat, I believe, wave 2, you have to watch, of course, this area. All right, the blue box. And that because, of course, you are in a 1 2 3, 4 and a 5, yes, finished over there, and you are in three ways down, three ways up, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. This can be only your wave 1, A, B, and a C. Can be your wave 1 in diagonal, yes, can be. Can be impulse, yes, also can be. All right, so you gotta be careful. It can be even deeper. And that because, of course, of the characteristic of the chart. Now, don't forget in confluence, you are in A, B, C, D, and E, meaning two scenarios, the bullish and the bearish request this low, right? Final scenario is an A, B, and a C finished over there. You're looking here at an impulse A, you're looking for B, you're looking for C. Also, this scenario requests lower prices. You need to finish three ways down. This three ways, obviously, it is, of course, an expanding flat. So the structure has to finish normally. You have to take this low. And to take this low, probably minimum requirement can be even 0.38. In case it is a zigzag, okay, it can be before taking the target here. Be careful because 0.23 can be okay for a wave B, meaning simply a zigzag. Because three waves down, three waves up, five waves down. Okay, those are the next possibilities, guys. The highest one, of course, now currently I'm looking for lower because all of them are requesting for lower prices. There is no scenario that I mean on the micro level that it shows okay, we need to move up now. So yeah, very likely that we reach this target first before we move up. That's it for Anna. Let's see pump if it really pumps or not. Right, USD. Crypto.com is it the all-time history? Pump USD. And let's see, Coinbase is the same, which is starting from July 2025. Very, very fresh one and doesn't show a lot, but Binance maybe. Let's take the spot. USD. What else? Maxi maybe. Normally they release very early. What the hell? No. Okay. So crypto.com is the best one for all-time history. Here we go. Or Coinbase. All right. So currently, I mean, not bad. It's not bad because on the 4-hour chart, you can see clearly that you have a leading diagonal, which is a good signal because when you have leading diagonal, that means an impulse, right? And when you have a leading diagonal, you might, of course, higher potential that you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And in this wave 3 is finished obviously as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5. Currently, very deep wave 4. Why? I don't know. It should not be, but it's a warning. Okay. It's a warning here. Be careful. Because as a warning, I mean, as a guideline, you have very deep wave 2. As alternation, you have also very deep wave 4, which it looks impulsive. Yeah, so we gotta be careful with it. It's a red flag. Now, invalidation of bullish or of this scenario is, of course, taking this price. Okay, taking this price, which is the 0.0041. Um, what happened? Trading view, very, very funny. Okay, so invalidation is 0.0041. Currently, on the lower time frame, you see sideways. You see correction still unfolding. Nothing is impulsive upward. And that means, of course, one more leg might still be opening. I see a 1, 2 here. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 might still be 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and a 5. Therefore, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, let's mark this for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we might have here another 1, 2, 3. Currently, wave 4 and a 5. To finish, a wave 4, hell no, right? Why hell no? Because if you are in an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, definitely it is not a wave 4 because if you get a rebound and a drop down. And so if this is going to be an impulsive wave, that means the direction has changed toward the downside. You are in ABC at least. So be careful with it. Now, why I cannot say it is a W, X, and a Y? Because it should be finished. If it is a W, you have the zigzag, you have the wave Y as another zigzag, you have the X in between. It should be finished, it should rebound. Therefore, very likely it is an impulse, guys. Be careful. Okay? That is regarding pump towards the downside. It's a pump towards the downside, honestly, now. PENGU USD. Okay, definitely this is a meme coin. I think we never did this before. Okay, yes, I think so. Daily. I'm not sure if this is the all-time history. December 2024. PENGU USD. Coinbase. 2025. PENGU USD. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. So I think, yeah, I think it is the same. Crypto.com then, the all-time history. So what do we see here? Well, we have kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, we have an impulse, but since this looks like 3 waves for wave 1, I can consider that this is something corrective. Okay. Now we didn't took the high yet, and this can still unfold A, B, and a C downward again. Now the problem is you are looking at a diagonal, very clear diagonal, very clear leading diagonal. And that means, of course, you might be here in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, very likely, despite that you will see here 3 waves, internally it can be an impulse. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And you got, of course, an ABC zigzag finished, of course. And potentially here you are very likely in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That means you are in a zigzag at least A, B, and a C. Okay. Very high possibility right now. Unless, of course, we're gonna keep always the testing levels. Let's see what's gonna happen after the 1-to-1 fib level. Watch this key level. After hit, if rebound, okay, something else might be unfolding. 1, 2, 1, 2, new psychology. Meaning, new psychology in this area can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for bullish. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in bracket orange. Here we go. In confluence, yes, okay, exactly. Exactly, this is what I'm talking about. So 1-to-1 fib level, obviously, it is exactly at the same level with a 0.38. Here we go. Okay, in confluence, 0.023. Very critical level. I believe it might rebound, guys. So let's watch this area, what's gonna happen. Okay, that is a bullish. So you can still be in bullish. Yeah, so it still can be in bullish. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then boom. Okay. However, very long time. Yeah, very long time for wave 2. It's time to move up after there. Okay. So that's it for PENGU. All right, 1 hour, great. Exactly at 1 hour for dot. And we're gonna end the live stream for today. So it's good to see you guys and to cover your special requests and to give also an overview for the crypto market for today, what we might expect. So let's see the dot. Dot basically on the daily. Here we go. On the daily, we have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, if you take a look at the whole thing here, I mean, it is time. Hello, dot, right? It is wave 1. Wave 2 should be already finished and moving higher. What's going on is not nice, all right? That is a thing that why I don't like so much dot. You don't see so much often, of course, videos, but it is good, of course, for the live stream. So basically, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A or wave 1. Now you saw an impulse, wave A, B, and a C, obviously, finishing in an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, after this, we still see some weaknesses. We don't see, of course, continuation for higher yet. We see, of course, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 3 ways up again. WXNOY meaning, and of course, continuation impulsively downward, which is not nice. All right, so we gotta be careful with this one. I would call this even not, of course, definitely 1, 2. You have here definitely, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level already taken, as you can see. 1-to-1 fib level as a potential A, B, and an, or let's say W, X, and a Y. Okay, very clear. And that means simply continuation downward. Now, in which scenario in an overview, the scenario that it might be here in overview is a longer diagonal. Here we go. Very simple. Meaning, after 1, 2, wave 3, this can be, of course, your zigzag right now, ABC. This is your second correction, wave 4, and you get the wave 5, AB, and a C downward. That is, yeah, that's it for dot, guys. Not really good. Yeah? So I already mentioned this. It's an untrusted coin for us. I delisted from our video. That's why. All right, guys. So trade safe, and of course, see you tomorrow for in a new week. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try if something happened for Bitcoin, of course, to update today with kind of like fast update. But I think, oh, we dropped down directly. I don't know. This is a Bitcoin dominance. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. We move up then. Sorry. We move up. So Bitcoin dominance is moving down. At the same time, Bitcoin moving up. Wow. And that means, okay, the crypto market is going strong. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so basically, yeah, as expected, right? So we're gonna watch this area for Bitcoin. Let me put the fib levels, by the way, here before we finish our stream, just to watch the 110K 900. Yep. So we're gonna watch this target, and we'll see what's gonna happen after it. I still seek, of course, for lower. I don't see any kind of bullish. It's gonna be simply, guys, rebound, okay, and then dropping down again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.